all the truth seekers and those who are out to seek the truth, welcome. But if you don't have an open mind, this is not the channel for you. But if you don't have an open mind, this is not the channel for you. The official truth seeker.
What up, what up, truthers? How y'all doing today? How you doing, Israel Doctrine?
Peace, I'm good, here to tell my story.
So that's what we're here for, is to finish off where we left off at. So I don't know exactly where we left off at the last video. Hold on.
Well, I was dealing with my wife.
Yo, who?
My wife.
Well, if you remember, go right on ahead and step in then.
But to deal with what we did the last time, you know, Khalil Amani has been watching. He tried to say I'm nobody, I haven't accomplished anything, I haven't did anything. So I'd like to start from the beginning again.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's the reason why I've been ready for you to go ahead and do this. I've seen him over there trying to take over the conversation. My thing is, let me make a statement because this is your show. He said that something about I should have came over there and asked him about what happened between y'all two when y'all first met. But I didn't get the same respect as far as the situation with me and Leak-U. He never asked me nothing. He just assumed what he wanted to assume. So I see him over there making videos trying to correct you and tell the story, but we never even asked him. That's my thing. We never invited him to this conversation. We never even asked for him. So go ahead, just finish your story because I don't have to have
Yes, I was born in 1977 with full autonomy of myself. Whatever or whoever I am, my mother and father gave me full autonomy over me. Like I said, my mother sent me from Chicago, Illinois, when I was in the 4th grade, when I was starting the 4th grade. She sent me to my father. This is where they created me, Parkin, Arkansas. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, though, because my mom was trying to dump me off, but she couldn't dump me off. So when I came back to Arkansas in the early 80s, when I was in the 4th grade, my father made sure I can eat and made sure I had a home. And I always had clothes on my back. Whether they was bell bottoms, hard bottoms, or whatever it was that they provided for me. I always had food, shelter, and clothing. Outside of that, Parkin raised me because it's a small town and it take a village to raise children. The town of Parkin raised me. But it was very brutal to me when I was a young boy. When I first started walking the streets, I would get punched in the mouth. People would, they would do me something terrible. Until I had my first fight, and I won my fight. My friend said, if you beat him, you can beat the rest of them. Then I turned into a menace to society. So I'm going to take you through little stages of my life. So then fighting was all I knew. That's the only thing I ever known in life was fighting. In 4th grade, I started fighting the town. I ain't care how old you was or whatever. If you mess with me, I would try to get you because I always been the one. I don't argue. We can get to arguing and I'm going to be looking for a weapon to knock your head off. So we ain't going to argue alone. We going to argue. We going to fight, but I'm looking to knock your head off before you get the position on me. That's how I've been raised all of my life. So when I say I don't do YouTube beefs, people should understand that, but they don't understand me, so they do YouTube beefs. And that's what it is. I've never had a beef with anybody over YouTube. I just tell Negroes what it is and what it ain't. I'm either do this or I ain't gonna do that. Either I'm gonna tell you this or I ain't gonna tell you that. It's no middle ground with me. I don't play that. God said don't be lukewarm. Carl is gonna be either the wickedest thing on this earth or try to be the holiest thing on this earth. Ain't no in between. So the 80s, I lived through them. Go ahead.
Okay, I thought you was done. My
No,
bad. Go ahead.
I'm on the 80s. My mama sent me to Arkansas. Deaths in the family, this and that. I'll tell you about the 80s, but I'm done with the 80s. I don't like to.
We want to go straight to the, not trying to be funny, but we want to go straight to the actual conversation, right? And that is what he was saying about when y'all first met, that you misspoke or you wasn't telling the story right. Ain't that's what we was talking about? But really, I don't want to I want to say this though. I don't want to go off depth into this. When you and Khalil Almighty first met, because he's trying to distract from what happened to that boy, because that's what this conversation really is about. So we're gonna start off with
it's about the documentary, and because his face is on the cover of the documentary.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Down because he realized that he is a link to a lot of the people. He said, well, he don't know Whack 100. Though I knew Digital Pit Boss before I knew him or Whack 100. And that's Whack 100, big homie. That's the one I had to call and say, are you running with the feds and all this stuff? But I don't know Whack 100, but fuck Whack 100. That nigga's a homosexual like Khalil Money. He agreed with everything he said. He got his ass knocked out last week for us, I know, but fuck Whack 100. You're not going to hear about me getting knocked out in the streets and all this other stuff that's going on. That's why I don't play those games that people play. So just to I'm going to deal with the 90s a little bit. We're going to skip to the 2000, because when we skip to the 2000, that's when all the shit started happening. So we get into the 90s, and my eldest brother, who's 20 years older than me, he's out in California. I never met this motherfucker in my life. I just heard I had an elder brother out in California. But he come home Memorial Day, because we used to get together all the time on Memorial Day. So my nephews was down here, and I had a nephew that died in the 80s. So I don't play them messing with my family stuff. So I got chased. Me and my nephews got chased. So I was gonna wake up the next morning, go to school. I had a soccer rocks and shit. I was finna go fuck some niggas up. That was my mindset. Remember, I done started fighting, and my first mindset is knock a motherfucker head off, not talk shit and do all of that. That's how it is down here. So I went to school, finna go to school. My mama see me. She like, boy, what you doing? Stop doing whatever you doing, because she can see it. This nigga up 6 in the morning, he finna go to school. He finna do some hellish shit. My mama stopped him. So my eldest brother, he was waking up in the morning. He heard the commotion and stuff. I was already kicked out of school for 2 years. So he was like, what you finna do? He got involved in it. And he was like, look, bro, you come to California and stay with me and this and that. So that day I out of parking school again, parking school. I'm finna go live in California. So I went to California, out there fighting stuff with my elder nephews. I got 2 step nephews. They 3 years older than me. I was 14. So get out there, get the fighting, get something back to Arkansas. Now, during this time, you got Biggie Smalls out. People in California love it, the Keenan Allen Wayman flow and stuff. I come back this 96, early 95, 96, because I came back in 94, 95, Hit 'Em Up came out. My mindset is changing. I done went from trap and Brenda's Got a Baby and stuff to Hit 'Em Up, because I've been in California. I done seen the gangster life. My mama sent me down here from Chicago not to deal with the gangster life. So now the 2000s and stuff is hitting. But 96, I'm in Chicago. I'm back in Chicago. I'm back in home base. I'm back in Chicago, Illinois, where I come from, where I came out the womb and everything. With my nephew and stuff, I'm fighting. I'm doing stuff. Running from the north side to the west side, and then from the west side to the south side, because wherever I go, I'm always getting into shit because I don't know how to control this. I do, but I don't. So I'm getting into shit. Niggas trying to kill me and stuff. So I get into the Bible. I try to change my life from the 80s to 90s and all the shit that I knew that was bad, because I had a bad attitude, reputation, and the power of life and death is in this, and I run this like a motherfucker. So it was like, man, go get into the Bible and give your life to God, which I had already did as a youngster, but now I'm older. So I go to the Israel of God. They saying they Bible Christians, they putting out text. All my family, you fucking with a coat. You fucking with a coat. Because my nephew was like, thus saith the Lord. So they was crazy. They was talking shit to him. He left it alone. But me, it was right up my alley. So I was thus saith the Lord and all that. So 97 I come to Arkansas. My mother and father still in Arkansas. In the old house that y'all used to see me in, it was raggedy as fuck then. But eventually, I come back to Arkansas. I study the Bible all that summer, play basketball, do all this stuff, get back in touch with all the people that I ain't really seen since I left in 96 and all that stuff. Then I moved back to Chicago because my mother and father moved to Chicago because they can't stay in the old raggedy house. During this time, the house ain't being taken care of, but this is what's going on. So now I'm in Chicago. I go to the Israel of God. They Bible Christians, all of that. Then I come to find out just a couple years back that they was Hebrew Israelites. Effed up my whole world. I don't want to fellowship with them. None of the sister, brothers, or whatever congregations that came out of them, because they effing Hebrew Israelites. I don't like effing with Hebrew Israelites. I'm not going to be in your congregation or nowhere around you. When the feds come, they won't snatch me up saying I'm affiliated with y'all. So during all this time, 2007 is when I got on the internet. I got on Blog Talk. And as I said before, I got plenty of blog talks showing the work that I did. I accomplished all that with myself, never asked the congregation, never asked the teacher, preacher, or nobody if I could do it. I just got on the internet, I was doing it. And little did I know, all of them became fearful of me because I was under nobody's thumb or rule, and I could do what I wanted to do. And they was listening and paying attention. A lot of preachers took my lessons and was preaching it in them pulpits and different stuff, all kind of stuff going on. But there was a group of Hebrew Israelites, foul people, that used to be on Facebook, and they was attacking the church. They was attacking Henry Bowie, and they was doing all that. And I was out here, remember, I'm not the one to fight. I was effing them up. I was knocking their heads off. I had a little circle of friends. We was taking over groups, throwing people out of groups, everything. And so this is when I ran into Mikael ben Israel, better known as Mikael ben Israel. But I wanted to say his, I'm not going to say his government name, but Hebrews in the Hood, who was a nigga that was jealous of me and wanted to deal with Satnetta and all the conscious community and everything that I was doing, but he wasn't man enough to get out here and test his doctrine and do all the stuff that I was doing because he didn't have nuts like me. And then that's when he attacked me with the Hebrew Israelite thing because he knew the Israel of God was Hebrew Israelites. They always been Hebrew Israelites. But they stopped it at one time because Jacob Eli. They started saying they was Bible Christians. And that's what I thought they was. And I didn't know the history. And so he attacked me because he got married at some point. But his wife used to listen to me. Now, was she physically attracted to me? I don't know. But she did like me teaching Bible, and my buddy that was with me teaching Bible. And he got jealous. And he attacked me on some Hebrew Israelite shit. And that's how my disdain for Hebrew Israelites started. Because I didn't know the camp was Hebrew Israelites. And I argued with Hebrew Israelites all the time on Facebook. Y'all think I argue and fight now. I was a fucking madman back then. So, in doing all this, I went from Blog Talk to YouTube. Now, when I was leaving Blog Talk, there used to be a squad out here called the Ra Squad, full of educated, comedic brothers, the Hotel Ultra niggas. This is when I started that slang, the Hotel Ultra niggas, because I was fucking them up. Well, my belief system, my paradigm was fucking them all up. I even had a debate with Dr. Mayat back then. Fucked her up. They don't even have video footage, other shit and everything. But it was a very historical moment. And everybody fuck with Dr. Mayat. They still licking on her clip, but they won't fuck with me. They're afraid of me. So what happened is, young Pharaoh's out here, Dr. Mayat's out here, Carl Albert's out here, he fucking them people up. And then I started talking to young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh go to Chicago, do a show. Who's at the show? Israel Doctrine, the only person, aka from the conscious community, that fuck with the nigga. Oh, it's some crazy ass shit that's going on outside the place. Me and him debating outside the place, some more comedic niggas. I'm fucking everybody up from my position. This is my point of view. I don't know what their point of view is. There's audio and video out there, other shit. I don't know why they never seen surface, but I was fucking them up. Who was Kane's wife and all the shit that you hear about on the internet that I was fucking people up with? I was fucking them up with the same shit back then because I had one story and it don't change. It's a Bible narrative and I run it all day, every day. I don't have to change it. So little do I know, young Pharaoh and Dr. Mayat get to fight. Mayat trying to get his ass locked up. The Ra Squad trying to get his ass locked up and everything else. Little do I know the shit's about to hit me in a few more years. I don't even know this. I'm trying to help young Pharaoh and do shit and help the boy because I done made friends with him. Making more enemies, not even knowing about it. So when the Bambaataa shit hit in 2016, which will start to rain, that's when I get involved. Once I get involved, it ain't hot right now because Hassan and Ron them just came out, but Troy's leaking this information to the community and shit. So I'm unaware of a lot of stuff at that point because like y'all all unaware now, I was unaware. But I'm a very active person. So when I get to dealing with shit, I get active. I get very nosy. So I call her son Camel. Her son Camel get on the phone with Sadnetta. So he get off the phone with me and get on the phone with Sadnetta. So after that, I didn't think I could speak to her son anymore because I know Sadnetta had called me talking about suck his dog dick and do all this shit. I was fucking these niggas up daily to the point where they don't even fuck with me. They start running from me like, nah, that dude fucks us up every time we talk to him. We can't talk to that man. So when I do shit and I talk shit and I come from a position that I'm a bad motherfucker, I know I'm a bad motherfucker because I done made these niggas shut their motherfucking mouth and go over there and do some other shit. I didn't adjust niggas when they came up with the Adjustment Bureau and they couldn't adjust me, I adjust them bitch ass niggas to where they didn't seem safe around the internet no more. To the point that whatever the brother name, he had the Black Power something in Atlanta. That's when I was running with D-Red, and we was like, we gonna come to Atlanta, and if Sadnetta touch Soul Mine and Oh God, who's hip hop media now, we gonna fuck you niggas up. Sadnetta stayed in New York. He wouldn't even go to Atlanta. Who was in Atlanta? Digital Pit Boss in Atlanta. He was there recording the whole shit and everything. Me and him was cool at this time. But we wasn't cool because I was fucking with D-Red and other powerful people in the community, and he didn't have me to himself. So he started trying to steal my people. The brother in Florida, the brother up in New York, and the other people, he started manipulating them. And then he brought Kevin Gillespie, to the community to try to fuck with me, and I was fucking him up, and I told him, I'm not beefing with you. I'm cool, because he was trying to get some gangbanging shit going on. I've never been a gangbanger, so I didn't want to participate in the shit. So I made cool with Kel, and Kel was shitting on the nigga, ran the nigga off the fucking internet and shit, because he couldn't do shit. Kel was shitting on him all the time. When he was over there saying Carr got the Vatican voting shit and everything. I had all the shit. I've always had the videos and this and that. Cause see, I've been shit. Go ahead.
Where did Khalil come in at?
Well,
What year was it?
2017 for the pop up.
Okay.
That's when the shit happened. So 2017, I was being nosy. I was looking, and I seen Khalil videos and shit. Well, he was over there saying, I did this and I did that and that. So I reached out to him. When I reached out to him, he thought I was a Hebrew Israelite because he seen Israel Doctrine. That's when I used to meet people, that's how I address them. I'm Israel Doctrine. I got the Israel Doctrine show. I'm trying to do shit on Israel Doctrine. And he thought I was a Yahweh ben Yahweh nigga because he was scared of the Israel shit. Then I talked him down, told him who I was and why I wanted to interview him. And he gave me an interview. But in the interview, he was fucking the people up because he was telling his lie, his government narrative that Yahweh ben Yahweh tried to fuck his daughter. And because Yahweh ben Yahweh tried to fuck his daughter, he told on him. That's the reason he told. That's the reason he gave me in the public at the time. That's why they destroyed the Israel Doctrine Reloaded channel, because it was too much shit on that channel that if it stayed out here, none of this shit they pulling now, they wouldn't have a chance to pull it. Because I was daily on their ass. See, when I do shit daily. I stopped at some point though because of the stroking shit. This shit was getting too much because I was fighting with the bitch ass Hebrew Israelites from the Israel of God and everywhere else, and the conscious community. Everybody was trying to jump on me and shit because I was the biggest fucking power on YouTube. I don't give a fuck nothing about the numbers and shit. I come to your motherfucking place. I made you bow the fuck down. If you either a real nigga or a bitch nigga, that's how I would come to you. When I come to your show, a real nigga coming to your show to talk real shit. The Bible, and I ain't saying I'm no fucking Hebrew Israelite, so you can't pull none of them tricks you pull on ignorant ass Hebrew Israelites. That's the power I had. I had accomplished this on my own because of my ambitions. I wanted to do music and rap and shit. I had little songs, I did little shit. I could never get in the major studios, and I didn't have the money back then because I was taking care of my mama, and we was living off of her Social Security check, and nobody in the family putting money in and trying to help and do shit. And so my mom only got so much money. and I got to take care of. I can't take care of myself. I can't buy clothes or do shit because I can't work. I got to take care of my mother. The only thing I'm ever proud of is taking care of my mother. If I don't accomplish shit in life, that's what I did for my mother. And people that saw it knew it and understood it. And I believe I'm going to reap what I sow. It's going to come back one day. I just got to go through this bullshit.
Because you got some people that'll just let their mama die and won't even have other people take care of them.
Right. So that's what happened. This is how you get the car you got today, because her son Camel did some bitch shit and attacked my mother, just like he did them rappers and everybody. He attacked my mother first. He turned on me first. He tried to argue and fight with me, but I was taking too much of his motherfucking power. The nigga was about to get kicked off the internet. When he came to me, Satnetta and everybody in the conscious community, Troy Star Terrain, Layla, everybody stopped fucking with him. They couldn't keep his power or his prestige up. I got the nigga hot because I interviewed him. And he was talking about the born and shit with me, and I was hearing him. See, he would tell me shit, and I was listening to him, and I'd be like, what the fuck he just said? Unlike other people, Queens Flip bitch ass and all them other New York bitch ass niggas listened to him and never heard what he said. So when he was on Queens Flip, after we was getting into it and after that little time, he went to Queens Flip and he told the story of taking a picture so he can murder the boy for Bambaataa. But at this point, Layla Wills, Troy Star Terrain, Marcy Hampton, everybody and their mama that had something to do with that documentary knew that her son was supposed to kill that boy for Bambaataa. And I found out, I started talking to them about it, and they started looking at me like, this motherfucker participating, and we don't want his participation. So they hit me with a strategic lawsuit against public participation, which I didn't have the legal mind at that time. The bitch sent it to my post office and everything, and I went to Chicago to listen to the shit. She seen me in court, told the judge, and the judge hit me with the shit right there in court. So when I went back to my hometown, Chicago, Illinois, because they pulled my fucking straw man up, because all my information is in Chicago. So when I went back, that's when they captured my ass. And then I was locked in the court system and had to be. And since I was up there, I just laid on my sister's couch till the shit was over with. So I ain't going back to Arkansas. Too much time, too much money and shit. So instead of the rigorous up and down the highway, I just stayed in Chicago. And when I was doing the shit, I came up with a slogan. I'm winning until I lose. And I ain't lost shit yet. Still to this very day. I don't say the slogan, but I'm winning till I lose, and I ain't lost shit yet. I ain't lost an argument with no bitch ass niggas that want to beef with me. I ain't lost nothing but a little time and effort because I had a stroke and my whole left side went out of shit from arguing with these bitch ass Hebrew Israelites and Khalil Money and Layla Wills and Troy and all these bitch ass niggas that's been trying to stop what happened to the board movement. Now we can get into questions. We in the Khalil Money stage now. So I just want to tell a little bit of my life story. So you ready?
No questions yet about Khalil, but yeah, start off. What happened? What you meant?
Yeah, so
I'm gonna say this first before again. This is about what happened to that boy in the documentary, and Khalil does have something to do with it. The only reason why we're talking about this right now is because it's supposed to be said by his part, which I don't really too much give a F. That introduction wasn't telling the story right. So, I'm letting him tell his story because we're not going to stay stuck off of no if he right or correct, because this is the
That's why we got together in the first place.
section, because I feel like he want us to go to talking about that and get off of what happened to that boy documentary. And it's not
well, truly, there was, like I said, the conscious community was getting their ass kicked by me so much that they left me alone. Sarnetta was also a part of the same shit. When I went and got Khalil was fucking Troy, Star Terrain, and all them niggas up because Troy came out. I'm the first one to do this. I'm the first one to do that. And when I brought Khalil out, he said, you motherfuckers trying to change the narrative and do this and do that. I'm the first nigga to use the term narrative out here. But I have no vocabulary. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to do shit. But I'm intelligent. So no one can fuck with this intelligence. That's why, see, he asking you and other people to interview him so he can talk shit about me, but never did he try to get me and hook me up with them bitch ass niggas that's been running from this what happened to the boy story since day one. Sarnetta gave me Troy Star Terrain number. I called the nigga, said I was Israel Doctrine, because that's how I present myself. The nigga heard the term Israel Doctrine and ran like a bitch. Said, look, man, never call me again. So when he had Khalil the Money, Unseen Soldier, and Kevin Gillespie on his channel talking about should they get a boy name out, he did that shit so I could call in. But he told me never call him again, so I didn't call the bitch. Because if he would have never told me that, I'd have called into that show. And right after that show is when I called the FBI. Said these motherfuckers playing with that boy life and doing different shit. Because if it wasn't no boy and if it wasn't no possible and it was all a game, like Layla Will bitch ass saying, then he would have never did that show, asking shit I let his name out and all the other shit. I made motherfuckers adjust out here, and because of that, they ran from me. They still running from me. They ran from me and put Khalil bitch ass on me talking about beefing. Nigga, I don't beef. Nigga, we pretty much the same generation. My oldest brother is older than his bitch ass. And like I told you, when I went to California, my oldest brother was talking about whoop my ass. No, you gonna have to whoop my ass if you gonna whoop my ass, because I'm not finna sit down and let you do me like that. Whoop me or whatever.
Back up. What you said happened between y'all two?
With what?
What made you and Khalil fall out?
He was a bitch ass. He had to go to the other side because they had to clear Bam by the name. That's what her son Camel said. Now we got to clear Bam name because Troy Star Terrain, Layla Wilson, everybody fucked Bam name up. He even fucked Bam name up. They was trying to kill Bam Bada on some vigilante shit. Then when they couldn't kill him, they had to clear his name. So Khalil the Money was already a part of the clearing Bam by the name because he was sitting down with motherfuckers on YouTube that he didn't know that was attached to Bam Bada. Shabir Bey, who is a Moor, and Bam Bada is a Moor. Called the motherfucker, they talking, and Shabir Bey said, we'll do a movie. I'm up in Hollywood and shit. The audio was out there. I put it out there. He didn't think I had audio on him. I put a couple pieces of audio out there so people would know, nah, I got audio on this motherfucker. I let out what I want when I want. Because, see, he didn't know he wanted to beef with me. But I ain't the nigga that's going to beef with you. I'm going to fuck you up severely if I can get my hands on you. So bring your bitch ass to Arkansas if you want to beef. But the bitch ass nigga too coward to bring his ass to Arkansas, so they son Unseen Soldier trying to scare me and shit. You can't scare me. You can kill me, but you can't scare me. I'm not a scared person. My eldest brother said, don't be afraid. Go buy you some fucking courage if you need some courage, nigga. AKA go get you a motherfucking gun and prepare for the war. And that's how I think. Some motherfuckers like, do we go to Arkansas and get shot? Because we believe the motherfuckers shoot us. Hell yeah, you better believe I'm going to shoot you. So now I'm finna pull up in front of your house, and I'm gonna put this camera right here in front of the door. And if you pull up, they're gonna see me blowing at your motherfucking ass. Oh, I'm in New York City. You better keep your ass up in New York City, because you bring your ass down to Park in Arkansas, it's kill on sight. So Khalil knew he was in a very important position. Khalil could sink the ship, or he can get on the ship. See, when he came out, he fucked Troy Star Terrain up, because that bitch ass nigga was out here talking about he was the first one to do it, though him and Khalil did it pretty much at the same time in 2013. DJ K Slay bitch ass went to Khalil first. 7 years before he raped that boy, K Slay was telling them he liked boys and all that shit, but he would never tell nobody. Buying his way into the club, the fuck little boys club. See, this is shit that I was finding out. Cause when I first met the nigga, I knew he was a gay advocate. I said, let's debate. The bitch ass nigga ran. I don't want to debate you. Cause I was gonna fuck him up. And every time he brought up a subject and we was talking about homosexuality and shit, he ran from the subject. He thought he could outsmart me, but I beat his ass up. And he leave the subject alone. That's why he didn't want to debate me. I ain't gonna debate you. You ain't got the this and that and everything else. Yes, I ain't got the college degree and all that other shit. I got a very small reading comprehension and shit. I'm a nobody.
One time to debate you though, wasn't he?
Huh?
So at one point he was willing to debate with you, right? So that's my point. It couldn't have been the fact that you didn't have no college degrees or certificates, because if it was in that case, he wouldn't agree to debate you the first time.
He was ignorant, but he started becoming more aware who the fuck I was. Because when he wrote his first article, he was like, I don't know if the nigga got a job or nothing, but the nigga said this and that and everything. He didn't know who I was at first. He thought I was a fucking Hebrew Israelite. Then he started hearing my point of views and this and that. The more I spoke in public, he was watching me. And he found out that motherfucker, that ain't no joke. That nigga get in my ass if I let him get in my ass. But I dare not step in the ring with that nigga, because if I step in the ring with that nigga, he gonna eat my ass up. See, I scared him.
Wait a minute. So you basically saying, wait a minute. So you basically saying Khalil Obadi won't get in the ring with you because he fear you?
Yes. This shit going on. I don't fear him. I don't do this and I don't do that. Well, let's take the motherfucking debate and let's get it in. We ain't got to talk about it, nigga.
But that does explain a lot. That explains why he moved the way he do. That is so funny, though, how you said
he stuck on your show asking you to come on there, and I fucked him up when I was like, I won, because the nigga didn't think that I was out thinking him. I'm not finna snap on this goddamn show and get the bitch ass nigga what he want, because he wanted the excuse to say, I can't talk to Israel Doctrine. He gonna cuss me out and talk about my bitch ass mother and every other motherfucking thing. No, nigga, I ain't have shit negative to say. My voice raised and shit because I was pissed and mad and angry and shit. Because I understood what you was doing and how you was doing it. I seen your every move, and when I said I won, it fucked him up. He realized, he said, this nigga over there winning. That's why he just said that, and he had to try to disdain and fuck all that shit up. That's why he started attacking you in different shit. Because I fucked the nigga up. Because I spoke to the nigga. But he was afraid. When I called into that show up in Harlem and shit. I
remember that, and he was freaking out, telling them not to let you up on that damn. Yeah, for those who haven't seen that show, I believe I got that show private or something on official Truth Seeker channel. I'm gonna re-upload that show with Israel Doctrine and Khalil Almighty. The whole, it was a lost book conversation or some crap.
That's why he telling people he don't know Whack 100. I I know Whack 100 just as much as everybody else in the world, because Whack 100 is a motherfucking entertainment ass nigga that knocked some goddamn clown posse ass nigga out, this, that, and everything else. But I know more than that because me and Pit Boss, his big homie that grew up with the motherfucker playing Nintendo with his dead brother and shit, that's his big homie. And what has Pit told me about Whack 100. I never speak it because I ain't no bitch ass nigga like they is, turn back and do all the shit that they do. But who knows what I know about Whack 100 and the Pyru Pacoma, Pyru Bloods and shit and everything. So he don't know what the fuck I do and what I don't know, because I don't tell everybody what I know and what I don't know. Do I know Pit Boss' real name? Yes. Am I gonna tell y'all? No. I know a lot of shit that I know that other people don't know because I'm in a position of power. I've always been in a position of power because I'm an autonomous ass nigga. I run Carl Albert Davis. I say who I am and who I ain't and everything. I don't let no bitch ass nigga say he a Hebrew Israelite, he's a Christian, he's a this, he's a that. Nah, motherfucker, ask me and I'll tell you who the fuck I am and what the fuck I do and how I do it. And anybody that watch me and know how I get down. I get down the way I get down. I've always been like this. The person you see today is a lot more humble than the motherfucker that started in 2007. Because I call a motherfucker up, cuss they bitch ass out on their motherfucking phone while they sitting up there lying and bullshit about the Bible and shit. All right. Yeah, they was talking to me like they was fucking demons.
Hassan Campbell.
I didn't hear you.
I said Hassan Campbell because I know that Hassan Campbell plays a big part of what happened to that boy, because I know we have done some content on it, and I know you got a video that you play randomly all the time. So can you tell everybody how Hassan has a big role in what happened to that boy documentary?
Well, what happened is Bambaataa got stabbed by the boy the night that he date raped him. The gay Bambaataa date raped the boy. So gay homosexual men date rape boys. That's what Khalil Money put out here in the world. And the Bambaataa, clear Bambaataa nigga names, tried to clear the nigga name and said he's not gay, he's not raping boys, he's not doing all the shit. That's why the Zulu Nation came out and made a public statement about the whole thing. So the shit ain't never been a game. All the major players have been around since day one. And Hassan Campbell was one because the night Bambaataa got stabbed, he went to the hospital. And it is what it is now. He went to the hospital with over 2.
So that's where that video came in, with the audio of him coming out, basically.
Yeah, because soon I brought it out, he could not let the shit go. He had to keep talking about it because he was going back to the scene of the crime. Because he was already going back. He went to Dave Wedge, the white boy from Canada, wrote a story and shit. That nigga changed that motherfucking story in that book. I have the article. I downloaded it. And the motherfucker has changed the pictures that left, everything from that article that Dave Wedge did. I could sit down, but see, I'd have spent too much time. I can sit down and go line for line, bar for bar to see if that shit is the same exact shit that he put up there from day one. Dave Wedge changed this motherfucking story because Dave Wedge started saying, I want to know what happened to the boy now. Dave Wedge he used to call into my show. He used to communicate with me and shit. But they told him, leave me the fuck alone, so he got the fuck away from me. He won't interview me. He won't do none of that shit. But When Khalil the Money said, I'm the one that did it because Dave West wrote it, in that same article that Dave West wrote, he said her son Campbell went to go visit the boy brother. Because her son Campbell was trying to kill the motherfucker back then. He said Bambata already told him to go hit the motherfucker and everything in the article. I was talking to Tommy Sotomayor, bitch ass, and telling him about it. He's supposed to be a controversial. He was running from the shit to the point that him and Sarnetta got together and tried to make me look good. Well, you just talking shit about him because he spoke about your mother. Nah, I'ma fuck the nigga life up because he fucked about my mother. That ain't got shit to do with the fact that this bitch ass nigga said in front of the whole fucking internet and shit that he took a picture to murder the boy. I got the audio I'm playing and he talked about it more than once. He talked about it on Queen Flip, his own shit. He attacked me, trying to defend himself, all this shit. I was fucking that nigga up to the point where I had Sarnetta 10 toes down, all them bitch ass niggas begging me to leave that motherfucker alone. That's what Khalil talk about. You wouldn't leave him alone. Now I ain't gonna leave you alone, still chasing up behind me. But he see that I got his bitch ass in my motherfucking boat. Because while he trying to beef, tying himself into me and them bitch ass niggas, I can get at them bitch ass niggas through him. I don't need to know Whack 100. Khalil go interview with the motherfuckers saying they all about niggas fucking niggas and all that shit. I don't have to talk to Whack 100. I fuck Khalil up. I fuck Whack 100 up. I fuck Digital Pit Boss up. I fuck Layla Wills up. Marcy Hamilton and everybody else that's tied into that bitch ass nigga. See, when I do my story, Layla Wills gonna be in it. Troy Star Terrain, Sadetta, Unk, the Army Rock Squad, all them bitch ass. Jonathan Owens, Casual, the nigga from California rap group and shit, all this shit. Cause my life is tied into the motherfuckers. I got on this motherfucking internet and what we've been apart for a long motherfucking time. I ain't got no motherfucking ties with these niggas, but that nigga Khalil the Money. That's why he sit around, well, that nigga just want to be tied into me and this and that. No, nigga, you want to chase up behind me beefing. And I keep saying I don't want to beef. You say her son Campbell asked me to leave him alone. I'm going to leave him alone. I asked your bitch ass to leave me alone. You didn't want to fucking leave me alone. Now you feeling funny because you like this motherfucker that got me caught up in this shit. And not just him, all his friends too.
Well, from my experience, from what I've seen within the last 3 years that I've known you, I've seen and witnessed him stalk you. I've seen, because I mean, it's so bad to where it's obvious now. Because if he wasn't stalking you up into this day, and this is the receipts right here, why is it that he's watching right now as we speak? And what I mean is, he may not be technically watching right now, but he will watch this video. He has been watching us, because if he hadn't been watching us, he wouldn't have known the conversation at hand of what we was talking about for him to feel the need to want to come out here and correct Israel Doctrine story.
The bitch ass nigga done fucked up.
And I know he's not lying, because he's also stalking me. He will not stop. So these are just proof of evidence how I know the man is not lying, because I've been on this crazy roller coaster right along with Israel Doctrine. And ever since I've met Israel Doctrine, this Khalil Almighty creature has been around. The same person who I said from day one, who I didn't want to know, I didn't give a fuck about. I didn't even want to know his fucking name when Israel Doctrine was trying to tell me his fucking name. And here it is. I done had the nigga on my panel, then had a lost book conversation with him, and the man just still won't leave me alone. So yes, Khalil Almighty is a YouTube stalker. Yes, he is.
I made him that. I put him on YouTube because he was on his little small ass channel and wasn't nobody watching his ass. I found this ass because he was out there saying that shit. And same way I did a son Campbell, I gave that motherfucker life on the internet. I gave the bitch ass nigga to Sarnetta. He went up to Harlem and shit and fucks out there and Garfield and all them homosexual ass motherfuckers up there and shit. I did all that shit. It's because of me, but I ain't accomplished nothing. It's all good. I don't have to accomplish nothing. I just got to accomplish my motherfucking task on this earth. Do what the fuck I want to do. Give a fuck if a nigga like it or don't like it. Bitch ass nigga can't do shit about it.
And great deflection, Khalil, which is not going to work. I just want you to know, steady trying to deflect from the conversation. Now he's willing to sacrifice his own, get that whole situation with the step. Now he want to talk about the stepdaughter and shit. It's so funny. I've been trying to get that man to talk about it, but now he see that I'm over here talking about what happened to that boy. Now he want to, I'm going to bring up why you ain't did this yet. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Don't think just because I push that schedule date up, that means I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live when I feel good and ready. Now that I know that this is the topic that you're trying to stop from having, I'm going to stay on this topic every time you reach for me.
Yeah,
I might delete the whole fucking live with the goddamn stepdaughter. Because that shit don't even mean nothing to me no more. Because I see what really makes you tick around this bitch. Because I want you to leave me the fuck alone too, man, for real. I didn't want to know you, still don't want to know you. The only reason why I'm going to do what I'm doing is because you keep trying to run behind me. And I see you study trying to stop this goddamn conversation. So now you're trying to distract me like, well, maybe if I bring this up, she'll stop. Nope. I'm going to delete that video that you trying to make me press the live button to. I'm going to stay on this topic right the fuck here.
Yeah, that's what he trying to do. That's when I told the bitch nigga when he started. I was sitting in Chicago. I had the COVID. I was on my sister's couch. Same couch I said I'm not going back there. I was sitting up there. I had the COVID. I was fucked up for about 2 weeks. I looked on YouTube. That nigga was trying to start some shit with me. I told him, I said, Khalil, you know I got your ass recorded, right? He didn't know I was recording the conversation. I got your ass recorded. You best leave me alone. And ever since then, that's why he really got on my ass, because he was trying to get me to play that audio. Like I said, I put a little bit of that shit out there. Shabir Bay and all that shit. He wasn't supposed to be telling me about Shabir Bay.
That audio. I could have sworn you did leak a little bit of that audio at one time.
Oh yeah, I leaked a little bit of it just to let the nigga know, get the fuck away from behind me, because I got more shit. And you don't know what I got. So quit fucking with me before I fuck you up. Oh, if you had it, you would have played it. You would have. Nah, nigga, I do what the fuck I want to do when I motherfucking want to do it. My mother and father didn't whoop my ass and make me do shit. Ain't no motherfucker in the world can make me do whatever.
That's some bitch ass nigga shit. You willing to sacrifice and sell out there. That's how I know it's some truth to that story, though. You willing to sacrifice and sell out that damn stepdaughter story to stop this conversation with this, what happened to that boy. You a fucking disgrace, man.
He's a bitch. The Yahweh Ben Yahweh's niggas bitched him out. He ran to the feds. He been hiding behind that shit forever. He got out the feds. Well, fucking with K Slate. K Slate told him some real powerful shit that the head of hip hop, fucking little boys and shit. He said, I can't tell that shit. And the motherfuckers, all I do is tell shit, so I can't tell it. He kept that shit until K Slate told him, nigga, get your motherfucking pen and write about him fucking this boy, because they had to control the conversation. Because what happened is Bambaataa fucked that boy, date raped him and shit, and somebody had to control the story. So they got K Slay bitch ass on the story, and he went and got Khalil the Money bitch ass on the story, so they can control the motherfucking story. The narrative, as I called it. And how they controlled it, because he said Bam was gay and that he date raped that boy. that put them in the LGBTQIA community. And during all that time this shit going on, motherfuckers been saying Bambaataa was gay. Because he like fucking little boys, same gender shit going on that's called homosexuality. But he fucking young boys, not old men's. And people that been listening and paying attention, certain shit they caught on to after I told them about it because they ignorant ass couldn't see or comprehend what was going on in their face. They heard me. All of them heard me. Every motherfucker that attacked Hassan Camel heard me, took my story, and attacked the bitch ass nigga. But none of them niggas had nuts like me to talk about that boy. So half of that is they control the shit. They fuck with the algorithm and everything. They made niggas fight with her son and stuff. Little niggas that ain't nobody, that came out the blue, a bunch of bloods and this and that. That's because Pitbull's a part of this shit. Pitbull tried to get me to stop talking about her son, but he took his bitch ass over there and started doing homie that shot Ricky and all that other bullshit, talking about her son where you wouldn't know it was his ass that was doing it. But I know who's who and what's what. You think that nigga gonna get stupid and get on the internet and confront me? Nope. That's why motherfuckers say, you keep thinking Jafar and this. And yes, I believe Jafar the black man and all that shit is digital pit boss. And he no better to fuck with me. What he could do is take my shit and put it on homie that shot Ricky and all that, because he used to show my shit, but then he stopped and he just stayed with her son and all that because that was his money maker. Nigga done made plenty of money on YouTube because that's all he was about, making money and shit. That's why he started trying to leave me alone and fuck with people that I was fucking with and shit and make money. That's why he went over there to Sodnetta and shit, sold his motherfucking soul to them bitch ass niggas and shit. Shit is deep. It's deeper than what people realize. Real shit, real deep shit. I know you probably scratch your head every other day like, what the fuck is this shit? When you really sit down and look at it, like you said, just a little stalking and shit that the motherfuckers done did to you.
Most definitely. It started to make sense, like I said. It really registered the other day when we did that live. And I'm like, damn, this nigga been doing this and trying to distract and chase up behind us ever since we've been trying to talk about what happened to that boy, man.
Now you understand why I said no matter what went on with us, I've been trying to keep you by my side. Though we've been arguing and fighting and we never matched from day one. I knew we weren't matching this shit, but I wasn't trying to fuck up our relationship and stuff. Because I needed you around for 3 years to see what the fuck was going on so you can bear witness. Like, I was sitting there all the time. I seen everything that happened. He's not fucking lying. That's why I fuck with you. I seen you had the same spirit and shit. I said, I can fuck with her. And so I fuck with you. But them niggas ain't got shit and they just got to do that. Yes, nigga. We did what the fuck. I did what the fuck I had to do to make sure somebody else could see the shit that was going on so we can bear witness on your bitch ass when I choose to bear witness on your bitch ass nigga. Now you see the game playing, don't you? Now, oh, this motherfucker was setting me up. He was fucking me up. Yeah, while you was talking about beefing, because you don't know how to fucking beef. Yes, I listen to rap records. I know what it means to get your money right. Cause when you gotta get your money right, you gotta move your motherfucking family from that house. Cause when the nigga know where your ass stay, they come murder every motherfucker in that house. And if you ain't got your money right and you can't move your family and do the shit that you have to do, so they ass won't get murdered, you sit your bitch ass down and shut the fuck up. Just know I'm not a motherfucking murderer, because if I was, I'd be out there murdering you motherfuckers. But you want to send Whack 100 and Unseen Soldier my way. The motherfuckers know better. Nigga take his ass to Earl. Don't bring your ass to park and fucking with me, nigga. Lay your motherfucking ass on this pavement, this asphalt.
Okay, so we like an hour in, and we're gonna come back and finish the rest of this because the queen got to run off and do something important. So it's a good thing I did at least get an hour combo. So is you gonna be available to do this again tomorrow? Same time?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say before I wrap it up?
I'm winning until I lose. And who the fuck gonna make me lose? Who? What clubhouse entity or YouTube entity can fuck with me? Now one of you bitch ass niggas. Still winning. Mwah.
All right, y'all. We out. Peace.